Hello, this is Lady B, the Queen of Wellness. I come before you with a new session, and the title of this session is The Face of Many Masses. You don't know when it will slip off, like Wonderland mode, and you become the ocean, a cesspool, constantly changing the face. That's right, changing the face. And then, after the mask, it slips off. And it slips off. And each time the mask slips off, you're hesitating on what are you going to do next as the mask has slipped off of your face. And this story, as I have analyzed this story that I'm presenting to you guys right now, the reason why the face it slips off constantly is because you're unsure about your real face. You are not sure about your full self. You're not sure about where you have been born into a family of origin. You always in wondering, you always in your thinking thoughts in your mind, wondering, will the mask slip off of your face? It's because you've been wearing the mask, trying to hide scars, hiding bruises, mentally being beaten, and physically being beaten even more. And you wear this mask trying to sap all the scars that you have endured, people, places, and things. The scars has been so humongous, so big, and so looking like they will never ever get healed and well. You find yourself thinking in your thoughts, when are these scars going to go away? When is this mask going to completely take shape where I don't have to keep wearing it? When will the mask remain off and I can wear my own face and feel whole and complete? And it comes a time in everyone's life we have to come to the realization what has happened to us, of family origin, of the DNA, of the inheritance, of the long extensive family tree. You have to learn what is it that you need to learn from your upbringing. What is it that you need to learn still as you watch your family dealing with different things that you are really uncomfortable with, even embarrassed within yourself to even be around them too long, less long invite someone over to visit them or to introduce them to your friends, your relationship that you just met someone. The mask is a constantly repeating over and over again. You're never stable. You're always looking over your shoulder. You're always looking back. And you're always wondering, when will I be able to feel free from all of this hurt that I have endured with my family? When will I get over having to place another mask over again and again, even when it's going up and down like a turnaround, and it just never stops, and it lands on my lip, and my lip feels sealed because a part of me, I feel embarrassed about the issues that I've gone through with my family. And I know that there is good in my family. There's good in every family. But when will I be able to remove all the scars? As you see the ribbons, these are your scars. These are your tattoos of beatings, physically, mentally, just constantly being beat daily, morning, noon, and night. And the scars, they are still very fresh. They still hurt. And you've been wearing these scars, seem like forever, all of your life. And you tell people when you talk to them and you see how they are interacting with their loved ones, with their relatives, you have made up a fairy tale story about your immediate family. Like, you have the best family. There's no wrong that could ever happen in your family. And you tell all of these wild stories, how the things that you guys have done throughout your lives, and the things that you guys are planning to do, and the things that you guys had just done yesterday. And believe it or not, you were just there with your family. And you felt like pulling teeth because you are constantly wondering, when are you going to be free of the mask? When are you going to stop hiding, like playing hide and go seek, like children play? Peekaboo, I see you. Peekaboo. You don't have to hide your face. You don't have to play hide and go seek. You don't have to always cry when you feel sad being around your family. But when you become close to people that you interact with, like your friends and your boyfriend and your girlfriend, you tell them you have the best family. It's always, we always do good things. We just, matter of fact, we just took a vacation. We went to the Bahamas, then we went to Hawaii, and now we're getting ready to go skiing. We're getting ready to go on a cruise. My dad and my mom, they just paid millions of dollars, believe it or not, just for us to ride in a yacht for the first time. And you are fairy telling all of these stories, making up these stories, making up, in reality, you are made your whole life history with your family a lie. You have made them seem like to the world. And even when you go out in certain other situations, you wear this smile. You wear this persona like you got it so together, like you always got it going on. And you put on the best garments and you wear the best hairdos and you sab yourself with all these beautiful glittery clothes and all these fancy shoes and name brands like Neiman Martin and of Saks Fifth Avenue and all up and down Sunset Hollywood and Melrose. You are putting on this persona, this image, like the mass, always looking for the mass. How many masses am I going to wear? How many more masses that I need to wear to show them and myself with the scar? Only I know and only I can see the scar. They won't be able to see it because I'm going to always cover them up like always. I can make believe that I have a fantastic family, like the people down the street have 2, 3, 4 beautiful cars and they live in this big old mansion and they have these pretty dogs that they take them for a walk and you always see them so happy and they wave at you and they just don't seem like they have a care in the world. So for me, being in this dysfunctional family, as I know that I have been in, I don't want nobody to know that my family is not as good as Mr. John's down the street or Mrs. Laura L. Her family, they are the best families, both of them. And all I could do is keep washing my face, keep cleaning my eyes from all of the tears and all the puffs under my eyes, hoping maybe one day no more of the masks, no more having to go out and lie about where I came from. But you know, it comes a time you have to come to the reality. You can remove the scars, even though they will be with you forever and a lifetime. You can remove the scars. And you know where the scar starts at? The scar starts with you and your mental thinking. The scar starts with you. You can take off the thoughts that constantly enter into your mind about how you were treated from a child, how you was treated throughout your life, how you felt like an outcast, like you felt like your family always made you feel like you wasn't important. You can take off the mask. Let the mask go. Let it go. All of the faces that you've been wearing for years and months and Sundays and constantly change them with the garments that you wear, constantly changing them with places you go. You steadily changing the masses on your face. Be natural and let it be. Let it be, meaning let it go each day, each hour, and each minute. Sit down and take inventory of the issues that you have dealt with your full family, all the way down to the family tree. You can make a change and you can make a difference with your family. All it takes is one, even if it's just you and you have no brothers or sisters. You can make the change in your family because all it takes is someone to step out of their comfort zone and say, you know what? Yes, I went through this. And yes, I might have got my butt whipped maybe 5 times out of 7 days. And I might have got my butt whooped 7 days. But you can reverse all of those butt whoopings, all of those scars that you have been enduring, and all of the huddles that you had to isolate yourself, trying to get over the hurt and pain, trying your damnness to keep telling yourself, repeating, and telling yourself that you have been telling all of your life. I was not meant to be here. I was not meant to have to go through this. And I was not meant to this and that and the other. And what you're doing, the more you keep the mask covering your identity of you as a human being, you as a wonderful person, and you as a child, now you're an adult, that you have to realize, yeah, you went through all this, but yet you are alive. And the reason why you are alive is because you want to do the footwork and making the change where you don't have to repeat the same cycles going throughout your life through the inheritance of your children, and they all see the same picture, repeatedly the same picture through generational. One family member did this, the next family member did it again, and the next family member did it, and it's just a line, it's just a bloodline of constant hurt and pain of doing the same old. And it comes a time you have to pull the pages off. Like you have a book and there's pages and you just start pulling those pages off. You writing this or you reading that or you're analyzing this. And when you don't want the page anymore, what you do? You start throwing them away. As you're throwing them away, you're finding yourself, you're feeling a relief. You're feeling a refreshment. And you're feeling a newness in you with a new attitude, with a new, I have learned to accept all of me. I have gone through this. Yes, I have. And what family that has not gone through a whole lot of dysfunction and a whole lot of mess that was so messy that it smelled and it smelled and it seemed like it was never ever going to stop smelling. But you have to come to the realization, once again, you are alive. And you are alive to tell the story. You don't have to tell every detail of what you've gone through with your immediate family, because some things is best left secret. Some things are left best even not to be said, because as you're analyzing your family tree and as you analyzing the origins of throughout your centuries of what you guys have dealt with, you are pulling layers off. And the more you're pulling it off, like peeling a potato, you peeling it all the way till you get it the way you want it. And you cutting it, you ready to throw it in some hot grease. And you want to start eating them fries after they cook. And you got your feet, you kicking back up on your sofa, on your couch. And you just eating these potatoes and you just loving it. And the simple fact, while you loving it, because you are feeling content, you're feeling content because you are letting the things that have been holding you hostage. That's right. You have imprisonated yourself, and you have been constantly imprisonating yourself with these masses. Let them go and be free and start a newness in your life. That's why you're alive. Start a newness. Change what has happened. You can do it. And you can't constantly blame your family, constantly blame your siblings. And even if it was just you, keep blaming yourself. Stop beating on yourself. Let it go and learn a new way. And believe it or not, as you see yourself pulling the potato, you're going to find a new breeze that has entered into your life. This is Lady B, the Queen of Wellness. I'm going to leave you for now, but never forever. And do not forget, if you don't mind, subscribe to my page, share my page, and as well give me a view and bring in more people so they know that they can change the issues in their life by channeling in on Lady B's channel. Okay, I'm going to leave you for now, but I will be back. Much love and peace. Goodbye now.